Greetings duelists and welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk about a very special card. I know I'm a little bit late to the party. I've been concentrating a lot on the North American WCQ, but I feel like this card warrants a lot of people's attention. So for those who don't know, we have an old monster from the Sexual era that is called Kagetokage. Kagetokage is one of the first level 4 extender monsters that we've had in the game. But obviously this card has been power crept. Like, not a lot of people are going to play this card anymore. However, we got a new version of it. And this is Onomatokage. So the first thing about Onomatokage is that it's an Onomat monster. That is very, very important. You can use one of each effects on the following turn. If you control any of the Onomats, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. That is important as well. But banish it when you leave the field. You can banish this card from your graveyard, return up to 2 SAC monsters in your graveyard back to the extra deck. This card is 10 times better than Kagetokage. Kagetokage works with any monster, not Onomats. However, Kagetokage can only special summon from the hand. And it only works when you normal summon a level 4 monster. Onomatokage works with any Onomats, so it doesn't matter what the level is. And you can summon it from graveyard. So if we look a little bit here, like, you're going to see that we have a lot of ways to tutor this card. And the first thing to take note of is this is the only monster that treats as all the Onomats besides Utopic Onomatopoeia. Utopic Onomatopoeia is not a bad card by any means, but this card is not that great in the sense that, like, you only use it specifically for Onomat decks. This card works with Dodo the Warrior. This card works with Glove. This card works with Coat. This card works with Goblin Bird. This card is an Onomatopoeia target, so you can add it to your hand if you need to. But, like, that's already really good. Like, there's probably a world where the Dwarf is no longer going to be played in the Onomat strategy, just because this is just a better card. The Warrior can send this, and the Warrior can also search for this, because this is a Zubaba. Now, what other applications are for Onomatokage that are really important? Did you notice the type and attribute of Onomatokage? If you didn't, check this out. We now have a Metal Tronus target, or Murakumo, that's just part of your archetype. Like, if you're playing the Onomat Ryzeal deck, this card is already really good against Mitsurugi, because you don't have to make extra deck or main deck consensus for this card. Not only that, but this being a Dark Reptile means that you can send it with the Mitsurugi ritual to summon Murakumo. So now all of a sudden, the Onomat engine works in Mitsurugi Ryzeal. That's not okay. And the graveyard effect of this card is also really good. Let's say you're in a scenario where you have your Detonator Eclipse Twin Loop, and it got thwarted by your opponent, and those cards are already in your graveyard, and your opponent already exhausted all your resources. All of a sudden, this Onomatokage can just put these cards back into your extra deck, which means you now have recyclability for Detonator and for other important cards. Also, this card banishing itself is also a big deal, because it means you can use Nemesis Flag in your Ryzeal deck, again, without any repercussions. Like, This card returns up to 2 X-Rays, so you can even banish it for returning 1. And with so easy access to this card because of your other Onomats, putting this back into your deck with Nemesis Flag is not really an issue. And you already know what we're going to do with this Nemesis Flag. Yeah. This is scary. Like, I don't know what's going to happen to Ryzeal by the time we get Doom of Dimensions, but if the hits to Ryzeal are not devastating, we're looking at Ryzeal becoming the best deck, like, probably for the entire year. We are still missing like 30 cards in Doom of Dimensions. We don't know everything that's in there yet, but just this card alone already makes that set really scary. Yeah. There's not much I need to talk about when it comes to this. I kind of want to talk about this deck a little bit more, in the sense of, right now this is the best deck. Like no matter how you sugarcoat it or you paint it, the Ryzeal strategy is just way too dominant. Pure Ryzeal is not the best deck by any means, but Ryzeal paired with these cards is the best deck. At least in the TCG. In the OCG, we're gonna have to wait and see, but there's nothing stopping you from playing this engine in, for example, Vanquish Soul. Like, this is a Dark, this is an Earth. And King Dempsey is a generic rank 4 that can search for rosin. So, you can play this in Vanquish Soul K9 as well. Yeah. I really don't know what to say. I hope you found this informative to your liking and understanding. I kind of just wanted to talk about this card even for a little bit because I really think this deck needs to be addressed some way. In the OCG, I think it was handled very well, but take note, Mitsurugi has not arrived in the OCG yet. There is a world where Onomat Ryzeal Mitsurugi becomes the best deck in the OCG. And if that ends up happening, best believe this card will be in that deck. Like, I already know for a fact it will. Alright, enough rambling. Until next time, keep practicing and keep doing.